rhythm. Wanna talk about it. The rhythm of love. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Flavor House Networks, the Love Rhythm Recipe. I'm Casey, your host, your master chef, your navigator through this thing we call food and love. And oh, baby, tonight is going to be deep conversation and some deep dish pizza that we're going to make with our two little hands. Yes. But you know, there's always a hack to make it simpler. So, not to worry. I want to say hello to all of my Flavor House family who's there in that chat. My sister Pam, Mr. Corey, yes. And I want to say hello to all of you who I hope you watch this replay. It'll be worth every moment of your time. I want you to join in. I want you to leave comments because it's not only about my family, it's about all of you too. And I hope you choose to be my family. Anywho, our topic for tonight is how deep is your love for your partner, of course. How deep will it go? Will you go through the fire? Will you do anything for your partner? Hey, we're going to find out, aren't we? But first, I'm going to give you guys the ingredients to this little pizza thing. And really, we started doing this. This is pretty much Beautiful Assistant's idea to do some homemade pizza. So, you know, I had to steal it, right? You know, so, you know, I had to step it up again. But Beautiful Assistant will be helping us with the crust. This will be the first time we did a deep dish pizza. A deep dish. Why do I, at this time of night, tongue get tied? A deep dish pizza, okay, here for us, because I'm going to be totally honest. I like that pizza that's in between thin and thick. My husband loves what they call Sicilians, and they're thick. So this should make him pretty happy. And this is what you do when your love is deep. For sure. I want to show you guys something. Just take a look at this. This right here pairs beautifully with our deep dish pizza. This is a beautiful lemonade that has been stepped up. It has some mint in it. My mixologist is far away from here, far away from here, far away from here. So, he's coming. He's coming. He's on his way. So he needs to tell me what the name of this is. But I'm going to but it doesn't look beautiful and it has a piece of mint in here. Let me drink it. Ooh, child.
Good, right?
This is ooh, I really like this. Hey, what's up with this? What is this, Corey?
Well, we're just going to call it a sparkling lemonade.
Okay. And what's in the sparkling lemonade? I asked him.
We use a lemon lime seltzer water.
Okay.
Also, we have lemons, a nice sweetener that we use, our Splenda syrup, as well as just our regular Splenda. Okay. And we go ahead and add a little bit of mint to it.
Oh, wow. This, when I tell you this is refreshing, this is so, I cannot wait till this pizza is done. Okay, let's get these ingredients. Come on over here, beautiful sister. Yes, let's get the ingredients because we won't get this puppy in. Because the thing about deep dish pizza, it does take a little bit of longer cooking time than your normal. I'm not going to say a lot, but it's the crust is thick. Our hack is that we're not making the crust from scratch. We got us a nice prepared crust from the grocery store. It is fresh. It ain't your ordinary crust.
It was half the size a couple hours ago.
This crust actually has, you see how thick this is? This crust has risen. So you have to let it sit out for about 2 hours and it rises to double the size. And this is fresh crust, just like you make it yourself. So you have to use it the same day. So this is the hack to save you some time. Okay. I wanted a lot of toppings on here. Well, everybody did. So I have some nicely chopped white onion and red pepper. Now, the thing about these pizzas are you can put whatever you want on it. Okay. If you want to put a sardine on it, do you, boo? I ain't going to eat it, but you can do your. We have some beautiful black olives here because what I did, I decided everybody's little favorite topping, we're gonna give the people what they want. Because why? How deep is our love? Okay, so we have some black olives. We have some slightly sauteed portobello mushrooms. So we cooked them just a little and seasoned them because I'm all about the flavor. I have some pepperoni here, and this is the pork pepperoni, but they do have a blend, and I think they do have beef pepperoni. I think I've seen it if you don't want to use pork. Then I have some sauteed. Okay, for those of you who thought I was gone forever. Okay, for those of you who thought I was gone forever, I know y'all dipped on me. Hey, when you're going live, you can deal with a whole lot of variables, and one of them is connectivity. So you better watch the rewatch because you're probably going to miss something. I'm going to repeat. I don't know where you left off. I had about 6 or 7 people in here. Now we got 2. So I guess y'all said later for this. But come back. Welcome back. This is the pizza sauce. This is another hack. Now, you can make your fresh pizza sauce, or you could get the store brand and you want to step it up a level. And so what we did, we just added some fresh herbs. We added some garlic. We added some of my Casey's Blessing, which I will show you. So we just stepped it up to a level where it tasted the way we want. And what we like to do, we add just a little bit of sweetener, because I'm going to tell you, pizza sauce or any kind of tomato product can be very tangy. And I don't like that feeling, that feeling you get in the back. That I'm going to tell you, we just stepped it up a notch. So we did a whole lot of here, right here. We took these herbs and my little herbettes. I have some chopped parsley. These are fresh. I have some chopped basil, and I have my Italian herbs. Okay. And we did that thing. We put it inside our sauce, and we will sprinkle a little bit on our pizza once we get our toppings. So that's pretty much it. It's easy peasy. So the first thing you want to do, you want to preheat your oven, and there it is, to about 425. I'm going to be using a cast iron skillet because I could not find, they have like, they almost look like little cake pans or whatever, but they're a little bigger. I couldn't find that. This was a impulse move, so I wasn't ready for all that. Okay, so I decided, hey, got a cast iron skillet? We're going to see what it does. And so what I did is we sprayed it with a little cooking spray. You can put a little butter if you want in there, or some olive oil, but I didn't want to take the chance of, because I want my crust crispy, but I don't want burn a biscuit. Okay, so you put your skillet in your stove while you were preheating. Take it out. So what we're going to do now, we're going to put our dough, which we're probably going to put half of it. So beautiful assistant, if we can get this pot out of here, we're going to put our dough in there and form it around. Then we're going to stick it back in the oven at about 500 and cook it for about 5 to 7 minutes. Why are we doing that? Because we're kind of solidifying, getting a little crispiness ahead of time, because once you put those toppings on, it can make the middle soggy, because this is going to be a really thick crust. So we want to make sure that this is beautiful. Now, some people suggest that you put a little bit of cornmeal underneath. I can't stand that. So I just use some cooking spray, and we're going to pray that, hey, it comes out the way we want. And if it doesn't, hey, y'all know how it is on these cooking shows. Even if it's nasty, we tell you it tastes good. But here we tell the truth. You could just see the expression on the faces here. Okay, that's all I have to say. I'm going to take another sip of this.
The dough? Can I take it out?
Yes, so beautiful assistant is going to take the dough, and let's bring that dough over here one more time, just for anybody who missed. This right here comes from our local grocery store. Most grocery stores have this dough in the freezer, and we let it sit out for 2 hours, actually, unthaw, and then it rolls. So she's going to take half of this. Because if she puts all this dough in here, we're going to have a pizza this high, and we ain't trying to do all that, okay? So while we do that, like I said, we're going to be talking about how deep your love is, period, or for your partner. Because what is this? This is a show about relationships. So we're talking about how deep is it? Is it this deep? Is it this deep? Is it this deep? Hey, we're going to find out. Is it or is it not? Hey there, my Vovo to Love. And Vovo to Love is my love. Yes, Vovo to Love is my family. Vovo to Love is a flavor fam. Yes. So I am here to tell you, these are the people that come each and every time I decide to click that button, and they support me. And you guys want to be part. I'm telling you, if you want to be part of any family, you want to be part of this here one right here. Because first of all, I'm going to teach you some stuff, and I'm going to teach you how to cook the foundational pieces, and then you're going to take it and you're going to fly. And all of y'all that is scared or too much work, I got the hack for you too, and you're still going to get the flavor. Anywho, so my question, okay, wow, beautiful assistant is over there, and she's getting the pizza inside our cast iron skillet so it can do a little pre-cook. That's important. Do not sleep on that, because what you will have is a soggy inside. Also, I don't like to pile sauce on on any of my pizzas. I like it to have a nice, the sauce is a coating. The sauce is a palette, okay? And you build it just like you build.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, so I'm so sorry. Hey, what can I tell you? Okay, this is not me this time. I was ready, y'all. You know I'm usually never on time. I was ready, but it keeps going in and out. It doesn't want you to see my pizza. We're going to see this pizza, okay? Let these connectivity things know, okay? We're going to see this pizza, okay?
We in this together.
Yeah. We're in this life together. Okay, as I said, I don't know if you missed, so I'll repeat. Surface, when you first meet that person, it is surface love, infatuation, whatever, okay? But your love is supposed to grow. It's supposed to evolve as you stay together. If you're still at surface level and there is no depth in that relationship, that may be a thing that you need to think about. Okay, so you want to try to get to the point where your love is going to be beyond the, oh, I love the way they look. Oh, they really just turn me on. And you want them to continue to turn you on. Yes, you do. But you want to have something else more. So you want your love to stand the test of time. And I think my husband, I forgot what video we were doing or what live we were doing. And he said, yes. I said, so what do you think about the way this tastes? And he said, this can stand the test of time. We're going to stand the test of time. And yeah, okay. Now, time is a long time. So you better be really, really sure about, is your time worth being with this person? And are you really going to be their ride or die, and they're going to be yours? It takes a lot to be a ride or die. I will go back to my favorite song in life. Well, one of my favorite songs. Okay, Can You Stand the Rain? Please, please, please read the lyrics of that song. Okay, what they're saying is everybody wants to be in love. Everybody wants to be around when the good times are rolling. But when you are facing adversity, when you are facing things that may be insurmountable, can you stand the rain? I keep circling around to these kind of topics for a reason. If you look at the rate of divorce in this country, it is astronomical. Now, somebody in the winter spent $50,000, $5,000, $10,000, $100,000 on a wedding to turn around and be divorced in less than a year. That is a problem. That means that you should not have embarked upon that partnership, because that is what it is. Okay, it is a partnership. It's a business deal. It is an emotional deal. It is a mental connection. And you have to make conscious decisions to continue to be on the board of directors. Okay, so you think about it like that. And I don't want to put it and make it so basic and simplistic, but the bottom line is you are part of a corporation. Okay, and each person on that board has a responsibility to keep that business, call your relationship, together. Okay, you can't be a slacker. When you have a business, if you want to have longevity, you have to remain relevant. Well, you need to remain relevant in your relationship, because you can't just get it together and then act like you the chair over there. It don't work like that. You got to do some things. And sometimes you have to switch it up, change it up. And yes, it's not. And I repeat, I don't care the people who are most in love. Everybody changes to some degree. But if you are beyond the surface, if you have some depth to your relationship, you learn to adapt. And that's just the stove saying, I'm ready, and that's what we're going to do. So you want to have a relationship that can stand the test of time and go beyond the honeymoon stage, because there is a honeymoon stage, but you can have a honeymoon every day. You sure can. And let me tell you about the everyday. See, we're talking about sacrifice and support. Throughout, and I will get personal, throughout my 44 some odd year relationship, we have seen the good times, the middle times, the high times, and go right back down to the bad times. And it is constantly a roller coaster or peaks and valleys. And I will say that over and over and over again until it is drilled in everyone's mind. Please do not go into these relationships because you are so infatuated or you're so sexually attracted or everything is so wonderful in the beginning. I don't care how long you are with someone unless you give them sodium pentothal. You are not going to know everything and all about them in the recesses of their mind. I'm not saying you should. Some things you don't want to know. Some things somebody should keep to themselves and leave me stupid. Okay? As long as we can flow with the nucleus of what we are as a couple. Do not get it twisted. Like I said, I think I know my husband better than he know himself sometimes. I can finish his sentences. But there is that part of that big brain in his head that is away from me, away from everyone, could even be away from him. You know what I'm saying? So that you continue to learn this person.
Okay. I added just a tiny bit more than half because the pan is a little big. Okay,
so this pan is pretty big. I think I have a 12-inch cast iron skillet. I was afraid it wasn't going to be big enough because, see, folks around here like to eat. Now, I fed the kids already, but see, I got some hungry grown-ups. Okay, and it's going to rise. So you want to make sure, and I want you to show them what you got. You want to make sure that it rises. You might want to put an extra bit in there because it is also going to shrink. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's also going to shrink. So you want, and so let's just bring it over here. I'm going to bring this down, guys. Okay, you see she has everything stretched out in that pan. But if you can see, it's hot. I don't want to touch it. You want to make sure your dough meets all the ends because it can do one or two things. It can retract. And even when you're making like a thinner pizza, stretch it out. Stretch it out. Give it a stretch. Do that to it like you do when you exercise. Because if you don't, honey, you're going to need all the Advil. Okay, I'm out here.
5 minutes. Right?
Okay, she's going to put that dough in the oven at 500 for 5 to 7 minutes. We're going to try 5 first. And the reason why, the center of the pizza needs to start crisping on the bottom before you start adding toppings that can wet it. Because you don't want, the last thing you want, and I have had this from, I will say, restaurants or whatever. The outside is so crunchy, and then the inside, the middle part of that pizza is doughy and not cooked with all these good toppings on it. They had a restaurant that I went to in New York many years ago, and they may have it all over the country. It's called Uno. And they serve these deep dish pizzas, and the food is really good. Well, it was so many years ago. I'm telling you like this. COVID for me, and it was catastrophic for everyone. Okay. But for somebody like me, believe it or not, this bubbly personality, you see, I am very much an introvert. Okay. And hey, COVID didn't really affect me that much. I work from home anyway. Okay. Been doing it for years. I don't really like to hang out too tough because guess what? I've pretty much seen everything that entertains me, and I make my world where it is comfortable for me. However, I am 26. Okay. It's so much that I've experienced that I like this solitude. I do get out because I have children, and so the children can't, be cloistered. However, if I had my way, I would have all the things. These are a few of my favorite things. And I'd have my favorite things around me and the things that I like. And I would be happy forever, ever, forever, ever. I don't expect everybody to be that way. Luckily for me, Although my husband, if you ever get a chance to meet him, which you ain't gonna never see him in person, because he gonna never get on this thing as much as bubbly as he sounds, okay, he's camera shy. So I don't force that. However, if you were the people who have met him, it's like good cop, bad cop. I'm the introverted one. Yes, I am very, very personable and all those things. Hello, Miss Huckabee. How are you? That's my friend too. I'm very personable. However, I am very close to the vest. My husband I call him the ambassador of goodwill and joy, because he's going to break his neck to speak to you. He goes outside. He's doing like the queen. He's waving, and he has all of the people all over the commuter train. They just love, love, love him. Hey, do you, boo? That's all I can say. But we have come to a place where, hey, and it's always been, I've never had jealousy or anything like that, because my feelings for my husband, and I know his for mine, go very, very deep. Sometimes so deep it's scary. It's scary because, like I said, we are people of a certain age. Our summers, let's just be real, are limited. And the thought of not having him here or him not having me here, regardless to the things that we go through, is something that I can't fathom. So we not think about that. But that's when you have that depth in a relationship, and that relationship is standing the test of time, whatever. And we continue to face these trials and tribulations. And you just kind of know, celebrate when you're at the top of the mountain, and hold on tight when you're down in the valley, and learn from that, and try not to get back in the same hole again. You know, sometimes it happens, you know, but you got to do what you got to do. All right. So that comes into the sacrifice and support part. Do you feel like they have this exercise, this psychologists use, or the mental health professions use, whereby if you fall back, do you trust your partner enough to catch you? Now I'm going to put that in your head. And for you rewatchers, I want you to drop that in the comments, because you'll be able to do that. What I'm going to be doing now, guys, I'm kind of changing things up, because I know that I'm not reaching enough people. I love, love, love doing my lives. I do not want to stop. I love my family that comes. I love anybody that stops by. This is my passion. I want to do it live, but I do realize that people got lives and they can't stop to watch me all the time. So we're going to be working it where these lives are going to then be repurposed and put into long form videos, so it could be a little bit more convenient for those people. That does not mean that my family not supposed to come up in here and see me, okay? Because I miss y'all. But that means that it leaves you at a situation where you can rewatch it. And please do. And please become part of this family. I'm telling you, like I said, I'm an introvert, but I want all of y'all as part of my life. So we have 5 minutes in the oven. That is beautiful. So this is what it looks like. This is how we do it. Okay, bring that out, beautiful assistant. I want you to see. I'm going to drink some of this. For those of you who didn't see this beautiful drink, oh, baby, this is so good. Oh, my goodness. Yum, yummy, yum, yum, yum. And see, I sit up here and I drink all this stuff, and then I can't eat. Okay, now this is what you want to look like. This is not done yet, but it's a beautiful palette for all of our toppings. So let me bring this down.
Very hot.
Okay, it's very hot. Okay, I'm going to lean back. This is what you want it to look like after the 5 to 7 minutes. You can do the 5 to 7 minutes, and I'm just going to stick my finger in the middle, and let me see. Oh, she's scared because it's hot. Okay. Oh, it's too hot.
Yes.
I saw that on the other day. I don't know if it was TikTok or something. I hadn't thought about, and for you youngins out there who don't know who Kool and the Gang is, oh, baby.
Shame on them.
Yes, shame on you. Look it up. Then they had this great song called,
Hey, try again.
I think I was 17.
Hey, pause.
Okay, I was younger than that. Okay, so it's nice and stiff now, but it's not. This will ensure that our inner part of our pizza is going to be cooked. Yeah, baby. I can't wait for this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh, Lord, I'm going to be singing all day. Okay, so we're going to look We're going to start building this pizza. And like I said, toppings for a pizza, you literally can go in the refrigerator and do whatever you want. That is the loveliness of this. If you make this when you're not just making it for the grown folks and you want to do it with the kids, this is something that you could get your children involved in and give them something to do on the weekend so they ain't worrying you to death. You know what I'm saying? And I see 13 people on my screen. Hey, do the sister a favor. Hit the like button. This is how YouTube knows that I'm not sitting up here just blowing smoke and y'all just don't think that I'm this crazy lady with this turban on my head. Okay. I hope you are enjoying this because I want you to stay and to feel the vibe. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a medical professional. I am a woman who has been in a committed relationship with one person for 40-ish years. And I am telling you, I ain't trying to go nowhere, and neither is he. So if this is something you are seeking in your life, I'm just giving you the benefit of my experience because I didn't have anybody to guide me through this journey, okay? Which this is why I say it had to be meant to be, because my mom passed away when I was pretty young. So I didn't have that direction. And a lot of you, not say that your parents or your mentor or whatever is not here, but a lot of times parents are apprehensive to discuss relationship dynamics with their children. They really are. And it's something just like any other lesson. You have to set by example. So what she's going to do, this is the butter. We have 2 of these, and we make a lot of herb butter around here. So usually we kind of let it sit out, and I didn't know it didn't have the paper on it. We let it sit out so it can get room temperature so we can put our herbs in. Or you can stick it in the microwave for exactly 30 seconds, which she's about to do. I didn't know the butter was naked. I thought the butter had some clothes on. Oh, Lord, my goodness. But she's going to prepare the herb butter. That's going to be the last thing. Like I said, you don't have to do that. But honey, when I get my teeth into something that I really, really like and it just really enhances the flavor, hey, I got to do it. But back to what I'm sorry.
Should I put this on the dough before I put the
No,
sauce?
you don't want to butter it before you put it on there. You want to butter it after because it's going to be crisp and this will help soften it, but it won't make it flimsy. Okay, so remember that. Don't butter before, butter afterwards if you want to do that. It'll make it beautiful. You can also brush your dough with an egg wash if you want the shine. I don't care about the shine. I care about the taste. Okay, for me. Okay, so consistency is the key in these relationships. Okay, so you telling me if it's deep. So you have people in relationships, special holidays, special days. You give me some flowers, you give me some candy. It's an anniversary, it's a birthday, it's a whatever. And then all the days in between, I don't know you. You don't communicate. You don't say nothing. You don't remember the last time you said I love you. You don't remember any of those connections. That is not being consistent, because I never know what to expect from you. Then you can start doubting the validity or the depth of your relationship when you don't have these things all along. I constantly say, give me my flowers each and every day. An anniversary is wonderful. It's a celebration. A birthday is fabulous. It's great. Valentine's Day, all in, that's fine. But if you never, ever say anything to me about a special day, what you show me every day that we are on this planet together is what's going to matter to me. And I know the world gets in the way. Life gets in the way. But the one thing that should never get in the way is how you treat your partner. And like I said, you're not going to be 100 every single day, but you keep those lines of communication open and know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Some people, they want to dive in there. They see something wrong with their partner. They want to answer. They want to talk. Sometimes you got to let people lick their wounds and let people, let me think of this word. You have to let people process their own feelings, because the reason why a lot of times people do not connect with you or communicate because they don't know what to say. They don't know how to articulate their feelings. And we need to stop getting in our feelings every time somebody doesn't react to something the same way we do. Give them a chance. Now, if a long period of time goes by and you still haven't addressed that and everything just gets brushed underneath the rug and things just keep happening, compiling, that's not good either. Okay, so you have to have that happy medium, and you want consistency with the way that you love. You want to feel that this person is reliable, that this is your go-to person regardless to what may come. Okay, like I said, I talked about the storms, and honey, I don't care what nobody tell you, you're gonna have them, because that's how life is made. We have free will in this life, okay? We have to navigate through this life the best way we know how. Sometimes we get that GPS and it gets us right to the point of where we need. And sometimes the GPS needs updating or it's faulty, okay? And it takes you all around the world to get to that point. We do it in our individual lives. So we definitely going to do it in our coupling, because you are not a clone because you're a couple. You are still a you before you were a we, or a me before you were a we. Okay. And if you don't know who me is, don't be a we yet. There's no rush. Learn who me is, because I tell you this, you need to learn who you are. Have that relationship with who you are. Don't feel embarrassed or like I'm left out of the party. Let me tell you, a relationship is not a race, okay? It is a slow bop to getting in a place of comfortability. And I don't mean boredom. I mean feeling like this is my safe space. It is a place that you try to work towards every single day, and you have to cheat, kind of bob and weave and tweak it. You have to. I am telling you, if you ain't up for the party, don't put the dress on, for real. So, beautiful assistant, you have all the ingredients here, and we're going to start building this. Yeah. The first thing that she has going on here, and I'm going to get up, and you want me to bring the computer over to you? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to bring the computer over. I'm going to be also gentle because I've been having connectivity issues. So that's the thing. And I'm going to lift it. I'm going to be very gentle. Okay, she's turning the table, and Corey is going to bring my stilts over. So I have a stilt right there. Okay, you can bring the table over. My stilts are my little boxes that I keep so I can let you see us, because we kind of short. Okay, so let me turn it around. Okay, and I'm trying to be also intentional so I don't disconnect us, and so you don't shake too much. You don't shake, round and roll too much. Okay, so I'm gonna get over here on the other side, beautiful assistant, but I'm gonna get my drink. Okay, so let me get this because I love it. I'm loving it. Yes, I am loving it.
What's this one? Oh, Mama's drink.
Okay, can we get a little bit of that other cheese? We have another cheese.
Oh, which one?
We have another cheese, guys, that I love, and I think I told you guys about it. I ran across it, and it is a kind of Monterey Jack. But the dynamics of this cheese is like off the chain. It pulls like mozzarella, but it's very, very mild. I can't explain it. So we have a little bit left because, of course, every single time I get ready to get on this television and tell y'all about this cheese, it's gone. So I think I'm going to start buying even more. Okay, so this right here, we got a little bit, so we're going to mix it. It is quesadilla cheese, but the brand is called La Chona. If you can find it, I'm telling you, try it. Try it. All right.
So I'm going to bring this over.
So she's going to bring the pan over, right? And let me just move this back.
I guess I should bring all this back.
Okay, it's kind of hot.
Yes, it is.
I don't want to push it too far, because then I'll end up and we'll be really talking about how deep your love is, because this will be deeper on the floor. Oh, my goodness. Yes, we got a lot of things going on here. You said, oh, my sister Pam is feeling my outfit. Now, let me tell y'all, I'm kind of getting used to these head wraps and stuff. I am trying to keep from dyeing my hair until I see what the gray looks like. If I could deal with the gray, then I may keep it. Okay, I haven't had a whole lot of success with it because it doesn't know what it want to do. So I've been putting this on to keep from putting the dye in. However, it's getting harder and harder because coming up with all of these different head wraps to match me has been a challenge. And I may tell you just how I do it, but not today. Okay, so she's putting this hot pot here. She already put a little bit of cheese on here, so I'm going to let you see. So she put the Tillamook, the whole mozzarella cheese on here first. That's what she did. Okay, and you can really build your pizza like you want to. If you want to put your other toppings underneath on top of tomato sauce, you can do that. I like a lot of cheese, so I'm going to put a little bit more. And I think we will only need this because I want to make sure that every piece of this tomato paste, what the first thing she did, she didn't tell you. She took the sauce. So the sauce we had in this bottle right here, she hyped it up with some seasonings. And then she took it and she put it in a little pot and she cooked it slowly for about an hour. You don't got to do all that. You know, we like a lot of flavor. And by doing this, she changed the dynamic of this bland, cheap pizza sauce, which costs about $1.79, into something spectacular. Okay. So I would say if you're going to do this ahead of time, you think about you want to have one of these pizzas, hey, make your sauce up. You can do that. You can also do it with some tomato paste and a little bit of tomato sauce, but you're going to have to put all the herbs and stuff in it. Otherwise, you just have tomato sauce. So I'm just going to put it all around just like that. I want to make sure that everything is covered. Okay. So there you go. I'm going to give me some. I'm doing the cheese. I'm doing the cheese. Okay. So we got our cheese. Shoot, I want some more. Because when I cut this, I want to have just a cheese explosion to my life. Okay, I wanted to come into my life. I love that song. I really do. I don't know who made it, but I like it. Let me get this little piece of cheese off of here, just like that. Okay, now, so the next step, so I got my choices. I have my choices as to what I want to put on here. So I always like to have my pepperoni where I can see her. Okay. Now all of these toppings are already pre-cooked. So my Italian sausage is cooked. Sausage. And I'm going to just sprinkle a little bit on here. But this is what I want to put on here. You know, they're like, I want no sausage. But they're not going to complain about this too much because it is ground up. You know, and I think that beautiful assistant doesn't like the sausage like on some of these pieces because it's like in balls. And that's why she doesn't like it. So I'm going to help her elevate her life, you know, and we're going to put this, on here just like this. Okay. And like I said, I want to make sure that every time you get a bite of all of this flavor. And like I said, you can put whatever you want on here. People put ham on here. You can put some bacon on here. People put pie fruit and stuff on here. I'm not that person. I'm the meat lover. I am a carnivore. I ain't going to even sit and tell you them lies. But one thing I would put on here, which I forgot, and I really wanted to do a little bit of spinach, but I would not have put the whole leaf. I would have sliced it up and shredded it. Okay, so the next thing, what do we have here? We have some onions and peppers. So I'm going to put the onion and pepper on here, just like that. And like I said, you just distribute it evenly on your pizza, just like that. It smells really good. It's going to taste good too. Okay, we were going to put some jalapenos on here, but you can't put jalapenos on everything. Why not? Okay, why not? Because I take the seeds out, y'all. I'm telling you, a jalapeno pepper without the seeds, it elevates. It tastes, I can't tell you, it tastes really good. Okay, it tastes really good. And I know my husband goes and he gets the dried crushed pepper like they do in a pizza parlor, and he puts that on his pizza. Hello, how are you?
All right.
Okay. So we're going to put that. But like I said, my husband goes and puts the crushed pepper on here. So I can put the jalapeno on there and he ain't got to do all that. Okay. So just like that, I got that. All right. I'm going to use a little bit of garlic powder only because it'll get really messy if I put the fresh garlic on there because I got to squeeze it and then spread it. And I probably should have done that first. But if you want to do the fresh garlic like I do, put the fresh garlic on first, the first layer. I'm going to put a little garlic powder on there just to enhance it. But there is fresh garlic in the sauce. Okay, so we have that. And so what do we have next? I think I'm going to do the olives, guys. Okay, what do you guys think? Because see, Beautiful Assistant is the one that usually builds this pizza. No, not yet. I put that on last. Okay, so I'm putting this, I'm building it. Okay, I feel like I need to sing, a heart is a house of love, and I've learned that it don't take much to break. I don't know if y'all remember the 5 heartbeats. And then he says, build it up, build it up. That's what I'm doing. And I'm going to tell you like this. This represents a relationship. You are building layers, and each one of these layers help fortify this foundation. If you don't put layers on here, I am telling you, if you just leave the surface and you don't cut down into the heart of things when you get this, honey, it's going to taste bad. And the same thing with your relationship. Your relationship is going to be lackluster. All right. So I got that on here.
By the way, Corey answered who sung that song, Joyce Sims, Come Into My Life.
Oh, okay. You said who sang it?
Joyce Sims.
Joyce Sims. Still don't know who it is, but I love her song. I stopped to take a little drink, y'all. Okay, so what I have next are my mushrooms. And like I said, we cook the mushrooms up. We season them up. Now, you can put the mushrooms on if you like mushrooms. You don't have to cook them because they'll cook in the oven. But like I said, I live my life in seasoning. So I'm putting that on here, just like that. And just getting, and like I said, this is so simple. This is like, it doesn't take anything for you to do this. And I'll tell you like this, if you don't want to make a pizza crust, I don't know if you've ever had, what is it? The pizza on, and I don't know what you call it. I just skipping my mind now. The pizza on the Italian roll, the Italian bread. So you get yourself some real Italian bread and you cut it and you get yourself the pizza sauce and you put it on there. French bread pizza, that's what they call it. Okay, but it really is Italian rolls because French bread is kind of thin. It's kind of narrow. It's not as big. Okay, so now you got this on here. And what do I have left? I think I'm going to put the pepperoni on now because the chicken is kind of thick. So I need to get this open. If somebody can open this for me, because now my hands are all yucky. Because the mushrooms the mushrooms were crying. Yes, they were. They were crying. So we're going to get that on there like that. And my husband is like, don't put too many things on. He always got to be driving my train. I am getting a paper towel to wipe my hands. Okay, so he's always trying to drive my train. Okay, so you know what I told him, you got to trust the process. I tell all y'all, trust the process. So we open this up. And this is a lot of toppings. Yes, it is. So we're gonna see if we really, 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 really love this. Okay, so I'm going to take these out. And we're going to lay them on here, just like that. Because I'm all about the visuals. This is kind of thick. I know these are 2 of them. So you just kind of lay them around like that. And like this. And then when I finish, I'm going to top it all off with some gas X. Okay? Because, yeah, this could be one of them, just one of those days. Okay, who made that? I don't know.
I mean, unless it was song before that.
No? Okay, well, yeah. What else has she made? What is that song that I liked from her? Oh, yeah. For You I Will. Yeah. I like that song. Okay, so let me just get that in here. Do you know, I saw on TikTok that Gladys Knight, Stephanie Mills, and Patti LaBelle are on tour. I guess they're going to be singing some of their oldies but goodies. I don't know if they got a new song out or not. But I love all 3 of them. And I would tell you, if they came somewhere where I could get to, I would go and watch it. So for all of you guys who want that nostalgia, y'all might want to look on the internet and see where it is and go to that concert. Not trying to plug anything for them. But man, those women are women of a certain age and they still got it. That tells you that this is talent. See, talent doesn't fade because your waistline gets bigger. Okay, or you get a few wrinkles. Okay, that's the music industry thinks that everybody got to be belly ready so they can have their midriff showing in order to do what they do. But I'm gonna tell you, if you put those 3 women in a croaker sack and tie them up and sit them in a chair, they will captivate you with their talent because that's what they got. I'm just saying. So I got this on here. So the final thing I'm going to put on here is a little bit of chicken. And like I said, don't have to do that. I'm going to put the little chicken in between just on here. I said, you know what? We making this and we just gonna break the bank with everything. And we're gonna see what happens. Okay, so I'm gonna put the chicken on. Okay, just like that. And then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit of cheese on top of here just to kind of hold it down. We want to hold it down. And then we're gonna stick it in the oven. Okay, I'm not putting a whole lot of anything on here because we have so many different things. Okay, and we're gonna just press that down like that. I'm gonna sprinkle a little more cheese on top. Let me see, get a little of that. And I'm gonna take a little bit of what I have left of my lechona cheese and put that on there too. And yeah, that's gonna be good. Let me get this cheese off here because see what I don't want is for the cheese to get underneath this crust and start making a smelly burny thing going on. Okay, so we're gonna put it on like that. Let me get the rest of this. So I'm doing layers. So let me get that other cheese and I'm just gonna stick it on top of here. Then we're gonna get this in the oven. And we can continue our conversation. Okay, so I'm gonna get this now. This cheese is everything. Just get a little of that on here, and you should see what their faces look like. Oh, what is she doing? What is she doing? She's got all this stuff on here. Is it gonna cook? One day, it sure will. Okay, beautiful assistant, it's all ready. If you guys can see, just like that. So now we're gonna get this in the oven. We have it at 425. We're gonna cook this, and we will check this. Oh, it's not okay. She thinks that I'm standing here with no feeling in my hands burning it. It's not hot anymore. We're going to put it in the oven, but what we're going to do, we're going to lightly put a little foil on it so the crust is not over brown before these things melt. And what you're looking for is the crust to rise. You're looking for your toppings, the cheese to melt over your toppings, because mind you, this is cooked. And this will take, I'm going to give it about 30 minutes. That's what I'm going to do, okay, because my stove is pretty good. We will check the internal temperature. And I'm kind of banking on the fact that, yeah, okay, I think it's going to be ready. So I'm going to put a little piece of foil over the top. And that's the loveliness of having this pan because it's deep enough to do that. I'm going to do it lightly, and then we will check it during the cooking process because it will be rising, and I don't want anything to stick. So let me just get a little piece of foil. I'm just going to lightly just put it over, just like that. We're going to move this back, and beautiful assistant is going to put it in the oven. Okay? So just like that. All right, let's get the oven open.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
Let's get that. What do you need?
What is getting all the mix?
I'm going to wash my hands, guys, because I got I got cheesy stuff on my hands. So let me wash that. I'll get it in the oven.
Yep.
Okay. Would you like to put a little foil underneath your nose? Okay. Well, usually I put it on the rack so it doesn't drop through anything, but I think it'll be fine because we don't have a whole lot of oil on there or anything.
No.
So I think it'll be okay.
So you said how long you want to try?
Okay, we're gonna try it for 30 minutes. They say anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes. So I'm giving it the middle ground, and we're gonna see what we see. Okay. Let me just wipe this down because you know I'm tripping, right? Okay, wait a minute. I wanted to put a little bit of basil on there. So can we take this out? I wanted to put a little bit of basil on there. Okay, where's it at? She's mad at me because I'm telling her. Okay, we're going to put a little bit of Italian herbs on there because that has everything. Hey, I figure I might as well load it up while I can. The herbs were over here on the side, y'all. So, yeah, and I didn't get my, y'all let me do this. I didn't get my garlic powder. Where's my garlic powder?
On the shelves.
Okay, well, it's a lot of stuff on the shelves. Okay, I see onion. I see Italian seasonings.
It's behind the cayenne pepper.
Okay, so I want to put a little garlic powder on here. Okay, and then I'm gonna put it in the oven. Okay, how about that? See, and already it's trying to stick. So we want to make sure we're going to check this because I don't want this cheese to stick on here. We got some cooking spray over here, so I'm gonna spray my foil with a little cooking spray so the cheese doesn't stick on there. Now, what I said I was going to do, I was going to get some nonstick foil. So let me just put a little of this garlic on here. And I'm going to put a little bit of a pinch. And a pinch is between your forefinger and your thumb. And I'm going to just put that, kind of spread it across around the pizza, because this is all about beauty for me. Okay. They don't understand aesthetics. Aesthetics are pleasing. Okay. That's how that works. Okay. So now I can put it in the oven. Okay. So I'm just saying. Okay. Let me get this up. Okay, I'm going to put the foil back on here. All right. I sprayed the foil a little because I noticed that it was trying to do a little sticking onto my cheese just that quick. Okay. It's not that hot. Okay. So let's get it in here. Okay, so we got it in. Did we put our timer on?
I will now.
Okay, put a timer on. Let's tidy this up. Beautiful assistant, if you can handle this, then I'm going to go over here and talk to my peeps. Just get this stuff put away, and then you probably want to get that herb butter ready.
It's already ready.
Oh, it's ready already. She has the herb butter ready. See, she's way ahead of me. Okay, I'm bringing my stuff back over here, y'all. But now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to preach. Okay, how about that? Okay. No, everything I put on there, we're good. Okay, so let me move this just like that. I'm going to be very, very careful. Okay. And guess what? I'm doing it all by myself. Yes. So I'm going to put that over here just like that. Okay. So there we go. Let me set that up. Beautiful assistant, put the timer on. Okay, and we're going to see what we see. And she's straightening up over here a little bit, guys, because you know I cannot stand all this mess. Anywho, let me sit back down. And so, as I was saying, we get left off with weather in the storm, okay? And there will be storms. There will be challenges. But you want to say to yourself, if you really go deep for this person and you really have a deep love for this person, I want you to ask yourself, what happens when you face things like, hey, money issues or health issues or just somebody's just dealing in their own bag? How do you react? Is it something that seems to be insurmountable that, hey, you want to dip? You got to think about these things. Now, I'm not saying that you should stay in anything that makes you so totally unhappy. However, some unhappiness can be momentarily, and you don't want to make knee-jerk reactions because things ain't living la vida loca all the time, because it's not happening. Okay, I'm sorry to burst your little bubbles. It's not. And if you think if somebody wrote in the book, a perfect relationship is blah, blah, blah. A perfect relationship, and I will say that again, is whatever works for the two of you. If living on a mountain with the little goats and the goats are going nah, nah, all night long is perfect in your relationship, and the two of you are singing to the melody of them goats, okay, that's a perfect relationship. I do not subscribe to what textbooks say, because what works for me may not work for you, and vice versa. Okay, so growing together, and that doesn't just mean chronologically. That means that if you're in a different place, some people in relationships are more ambitious than others. Whatever the case is, you will support and uplift that person. If that person has an idea or a dream or a thought, you will be there to be their personal cheerleader. That does not mean you got to go crazy if the person is doing some crazy stuff or whatever. You're also there to counsel and to bring some centering to sometimes people's illogical thought patterns. But don't strike the person down. Don't tell them they're crazy. Don't, because everybody has something that they want to say, do, or to be heard, and everyone needs their spot to stand. And when you're in a relationship, you need to understand that, because you don't understand where this person is coming from does not mean this person is coming from a place that is not logical or may not yield the things that they want on the end game. And again, I will be personal about myself. as I said, my husband ain't never gonna get in front of this camera. Okay. I've spent my life running from my creativity. At 62 years old, I'll be 63 in a few weeks. I have finally listened to all of the red flags that have always pushed me towards a creative trajectory. I can't get away from it. I can't get over it. I have always gone down the path of what is expected. And I've always ended up right back in this lane again. Okay, so this time I surrender. I surrender, and I will come here every single week, and I work a full-time job, and I have not slept since Thursday. And I will continue to put out the best content that I can, because I know that a higher power directs me into this. Yeah, I want to do this full-time. Yes, I want to be able to support my family doing it. But it's more than that for me, because everybody has something to offer. It doesn't have to be singing, dancing, tapping, sports, whatever. Everyone has something to offer if it's no more than one person. And I say this because my husband has never tried to dim my light. Whatever I wanted to do, he may not have wanted to do it, okay? But never did he didn't tell me, hey, you're a crazy nut because you work 16 hours a day. You don't go to sleep. You stay up all weekend. You cook all day long. You talk, okay? And you do it all over again, over and over. And we're going into 2 years of me doing this, okay? Have I become rich and famous? Heck no. Will I? Hey, I'm hoping so. I don't want to be famous. I just want to be able to take care of my family, okay? However, if I never do, I am compelled to be here. And I hope that my being compelled to be here helps even one person just by spending a little time with me. So my husband will never say to me, oh, don't do that. That's crazy. I'll never do that. He supports it. He even buys me equipment. Okay. He'll help me learn how to use it, but hey, you can't get everything. But my point is, these are the things you do when your love for that person is deep, okay? Even if you don't understand it, you don't have to understand it, but you can be supportive of it. And that's the thing that separates the men from the boys. Okay, that's all I got to say. So we do grow together. We may grow at different paces, and we may grow in different areas. So like we're on the same tree, but one branch may be this way and one may be that one. But all the branches need to be there in order for the tree to stand, because the foundation is what we have in common, the foundational pieces of the tree. Okay. And like I said, I want to put this to you guys, and for all my replay people and my new people that are watching, hey, I want you to tell me and put it in the comments, because I read all the stuff. I read every single comment. I reply to every single comment. To date, I have replied to probably 1,000 comments myself. So I read this stuff, and I don't take forever to do it. Okay. And I have a busy life. Yes, I do. But I want you to tell me, do you feel like your partner is there to help you grow? And are you there for that person? All of this is part of deeply loving someone. Those everyday signs of deep love. Let me get a drink because I'm thirsty. Okay, so that is so. Listen, I need to stop drinking this, y'all, because I ain't gonna be able to eat that pizza. I know it. Anywho, so everyday signs of deep love is this. Okay, you celebrate each other's wins, no matter how big, no matter how small. Okay, so you have to be cognizant of what's happening. Sometimes somebody they'll say something, and you're just like, because I know I'm guilty. I am not a morning person. I'm so telling you this. I guess because I don't get enough sleep. So early in the morning, I don't really want to talk. My husband is just like a social butterfly at like 4:00 in the morning. And he talks and he talks and he talks. And this is his best time of day. And I'm sitting there saying, so, Arthur, Ritus, and all his friends is working on this body. I don't really want to say much. But sometimes you force it out Because you don't want the person to feel like you're disinterested. It's just like my radio channels, the frequency just ain't working that early in the morning because I've been up all night. However, you do these things, okay, because you may miss something in the translation. They could be saying something that they really want a reaction from you, and they want you to help them celebrate it in some way. Okay, that doesn't mean a party. Okay, that could be like, hey, go get it. That was good. That's a good job. Okay, I'm so happy for you. Things like that. Okay, and you want to be genuine. Okay, you know how people will say to you, oh, how are you doing today? Now, that's a loaded question. Because see, if I tell you for real how I'm doing, I'm like, and I say to them, how much time you got? Do you really want to know? Or do you want me to tell you a lie? Because if you want me to tell you a lie, I will say fine, and you can keep on going about your business and you feel good. But if you really, and I see 10 people in this beautiful live, can I get 10 likes? Oh, yes. You know I'm a bug, y'all. Yes, I am. Okay. Y'all sitting up here and I'm telling y'all all my business and you won't like it? Like it, please. Okay. But anyway, hey, they don't really want to know. A lot of people really don't want to know when they ask you, how are you? Okay. Because I can tell you stories for sure. But I have enough sense to pick up those cues and I don't go there with them. It is very few people I go there with to tell them how I really feel. Your partner should be a person you can do that, okay? You can resolve conflict without ripping each other to shreds, like you're mad dogs, okay? Because unless you're going to rip each other to shreds and go about your business, you got to come back to the center. And then you're going to be in a situation where you got to be saying how sorry you are. You have to fight strategically because I'm going to tell you, them words coming out your mouth, they don't go away up in here. They get compartmentalized. And so when something else happens, it builds and builds and builds. So be mindful of the stuff coming out your mouth. Sometimes you want to go for the jugular. Don't go there. Trust me. Okay? And at the end of the day, when all is said and done, and there's nothing more, when the world is against you, you will choose to be with that person. You will choose each other. So, hey, I ain't got a whole lot much more to say about is this person or how deep is your love, okay? Because I'm going to tell you, I can think of a million songs that will express all of these things, okay? And the bottom line is, it's totally up to you. It's up to you and your partner. It's up to how you want to carry that relationship. It's up to you whether or not you want to bite into that deep dish pizza and get down to the crust and go through the softness into the crispy and beyond, and go through all them layers, all them toppings right there, and taste every last one of them. But you want to taste those layers and those flavors what? Together. And then you have history. And then you're able to compare those notes. And then when one of you are gone and one of you are left to carry on, you still have all of those things here. And that can sustain you. Well, hey, you go and marry 5 or 6 more people. That's up to you. However, for me, hey, this is the end of the journey. So I'm going to say cheers to deep love for all of you who have experienced it, for all of you who are trying to achieve it, for all of you who just have a deep love for yourself, which is a good thing, because I keep telling y'all, if you deeply love yourself, then you know how to give it at maximum warp speed. Yes, you do. Let me take this off because this is looking cute, but it's getting in my way. So what do you guys think, beautiful assistant Corey? What do you think about what I've said here?
I mean, it's spot on. A relationship, when you want it to be long lasting, is a lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of compromise, a lot of not really knowing what to do but figuring it out together. You know, so it's not easy, but it's worth it if you really want that. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the key. If you really want it. And for real. You were saying, Corey?
See, the depth of one's relationship isn't always measured by the high times, as you stated before. It's about how you deal with the hard times that come and whether or not if the two of you are willing to put forth that effort and put forth the time that it takes to build a solid, I would say a solid foundation. Like you said, there are layers.
Right.
So once you start building up your layers, you pretty much are building up a solid defense to handle whatever is coming your way in that relationship.
And that is so true. Like I said, I'm not here to tell anybody how to navigate their stuff. Okay, I don't live with you, and the bottom line is nobody knows what goes on behind closed doors. But I am here to give you the benefit of the things that I have experienced, the people that I know, the things they've experienced, and I'm gonna tell you, life ain't no crystal stair, but we all need stairs to get upstairs to the other part of our house, whether they are steady or not. We have to work to put those nails and build those blocks in order to make that staircase in a situation where we can get to the next level. And it's all about getting to the next level. Okay. I want to know, and I will pose this question to you guys out there, and for all of my replayers, and for my chat lovers here who are up in here for me. Okay. What moment showed you your partner's love ran deep? Can you think of a particular moment in your relationship that defined, that really let you know that, hey, this person was here for you? Oh, beautiful assistant is checking, seeing what's going on. She's taking that foil. Okay, so we got about 14. I'm gonna keep it on. Let's keep it on here. We're gonna keep it on there and kind of let the heat circulate. Is it sticking? So spraying it was really good. Spraying that foil, and it's not. I always thought it would kind of smoke, but it's doing good. The beautiful assistant said that it looks beautiful. It's starting to melt.
Yeah.
Okay. That, and we have already pre-cooked that crust a little bit, so that's a good thing. So that's gonna do. We got what 14 minutes left to go through, and I think when we get maybe to 5 minutes, we want to take it off and start letting it brown, or maybe 10 minutes. So 10 minutes, we'll let it brown. You know, but like I said, what was a moment? When was there a pivotal moment in your relationship? And you may have to think a moment, okay? Because it's so funny. I was talking to my husband earlier today, right? And I don't know why it was on my mind the other day. And I know, because in my mind, I tell you, I hear all these songs all the time. And I live in the world of nostalgia, okay? And of course, my mind is just like, if you could get into my mind, it's just like you're in a movie all day long, because it's so many things. It's scary, okay? I would hate to be an ant or something like that, get up there with all those neurons going, yeah, those 3 brain cells. So I said to him, do you remember the first time we kissed? He's like, yeah, I do. It was like, it was this, that, and then he making stuff up. He didn't remember none of that. Okay. I remember, though, I won't tell you the particulars, but I do remember the moment, the second. I can still visualize it, all of that. Okay. He says, why you always got to put me in a bad light? I'm not putting you in a bad light. You don't remember nothing. Okay. I can't help it. Hey, I have a memory like an elephant. I'm here to tell you.
You have to make up for what your partner may lack in.
Exactly. So I could tell him what the story is. Yes. And because he don't want to admit that he don't remember it, yeah, that's how it went. Yeah. I remember it. I'm telling you, I remember everything. But it was really sweet and really beautiful, and we were very young, okay? And let's just say, I'm not gonna blow your spot, honey. I ain't gonna tell everybody about your life. Okay. Let's just say, I had to tame the lion. That's all I got to say. Had to tame the lion. Anyway, but I do remember all these things, even so long ago. And these are the kind of things that ignite you. And this is the history that I have with this person. So I'm gonna say, it's so many different times, okay? But one that really sticks out to me, and I have to keep going back to that, is when my mother passed away. Okay, when my mother passed away, I was very young. My husband was everything, okay? I don't know how he was everything. Maybe I was limited, but he was. If I did not have this man in my life, I probably would not be sitting in front of you, because he filled every single piece of emptiness that I felt during that time, and it allowed me to be able to move forward. Okay, it's very hard, and I know a lot of you have lost people in your life. You may have lost parents and things like that. For me, my mother was the stability in our lives. The thought of her not being there was not a possibility, and it sure as heck wasn't a possibility when you're like a young person. Okay, you didn't even think about that stuff. That could not happen. So one minute she was there, and she was the emotional glue. She was very, very much the foundation of that family, to the point that, because my father worked 3 jobs and he was cool and all that stuff like that, but he wasn't present a whole lot because he was busy out there making that money to make sure that his kids and his family didn't have to go without. So he worked 3 jobs in the hospital for 50 years. So you can imagine how often I saw my dad. But my mother was at every play, every show, every singing, all the homework, all the projects, every single meal, doing my hair, taking care of my siblings, keeping that house beautiful, working a full-time job. I don't even know when she had a life, because we were it. And we absorbed every single bit of it. I had a childhood that I would not return for anything, because I was allowed to be a child. And that is something that children don't understand. You are a child, but for the world says 18 years, okay? The rest of your time, you busy being an adult and trying to navigate that life. We sit up and we rush wanting to be grown. We don't know what the heck we're doing. Because, honey, if I knew back then what I know now, it'd be a whole different ball game. But I say this to say, I knew at that point, even that early on in our relationship, that this was my person, because I didn't have to ask for the support. It was just unspoken. And it was exactly what I needed, because if I did not have that, I can't tell you that I would be emotionally stable. I don't know what would have happened. So that's when I knew. That is my epiphany, my moment. Okay. And I'm sharing that with you. I'm sharing that with you because there have been many other moments, but that was pivotal in my life and my relationship. And I will never, ever forget that. I don't care what goes down between me and my husband. I know that is there. Okay. And that's just me. So sometimes you have to really pull back the layers of the onions of your relationship, and you have to evaluate the importance and kind of let the little things kind of go to the side. Because, hey, he ain't perfect, neither am I. Okay, I want to hang him up in the closet sometime. Yes, I ain't going to tell y'all how often that is. However, there are times I want to take him out. I do leave a key there so he can get some bread and water. Yes. So my thing is, you want to examine yourself, your relationship, and put it into perspective. Because yes, I, just like you, like I said, I hear music all the time. I hear music in my head. I hear these symphonies, okay, that overshadow anything that is negative. And I still do a lot. Okay. But there's reality too. Okay, but it's still mixed there. Do not let the symphony overshadow life and the life that you have with that person. Okay, and allow that symphony and the rose-colored glasses and the fact of, a million years ago, blah, blah, blah. A million years ago, hey, he may be able to have bent over and picked up something off the floor for you. Now he got arthritis in his back and he can't. But that doesn't mean that the deep don't go, the love don't go deep. Okay. It doesn't always have to be you're all on top of each other and slobbering all over the place. It's that little thing that he does, okay, that just may come by, or he or she, hey, for me, pick that linen off the floor. I'm in love. But it doesn't, it's different for everyone. Okay, we're at 6 minutes and 24 seconds. Beautiful assistant, remove that cover and let's just keep on cooking without. Okay. And let it brown up. And then we're going to stick our little trusty thermometer in the middle, and we're going to see if we're going to pull out. See, I'm gonna do it like I do the cakes. You stick it in the middle. If it comes out and it's wet or it's, you got cake mix on there, you know that ain't ready. Okay, that is looking really cute, isn't it? Okay, you want to rotate it around maybe? Okay. That look, oh boy, and this smells so very good and delicious. I am resisting drinking the rest of my drink because I want to. This pairs really good with the savoriness of all of these toppings and things. Okay, I told my loving husband, and if you're up here in this chat, and if he's up there eating junk food, stop. Stop. Okay, stop snacking. Okay, anyway, hey, what do you guys think? Hey, family, you've been quiet here. Okay, tell me something good. What do y'all think? Write something in that chat. Little assistant. She is a little assistant. She's a beautiful little Laputian. Yes, she is.
Even though I'm taller.
Okay, she thinks she's taller. Okay, she thinks, honey, let me tell you something. That's my sister, my younger sister was in one of my chats last week, one of the shows, the morning show, and we were talking about height, and I think she said I'm 5'2", and I could be 5'2" too if I put my shoes on. Okay, that's not a lot. Hey, I'm 5 feet, you 5'2", or I'm 5 feet, you 6 feet. Okay, that little bit, but I guess when you short, every little inch counts. Let me tell you something. I've made my peace many years ago that I'm a small package, but I pack a big punch. Okay, so I will stand toe to toe with any who's a famous basketball player now, because I said Kareem Abdul-Jabbar all day long, and y'all are like, ooh, I gotta get the history book and look that one up. Okay, so who's one now? Because I don't watch basketball anymore. I stopped watching basketball after Michael Jordan.
You could say LeBron.
Yeah, that's
okay. LeBron is still playing, or is he still making sneakers?
Both.
Or both?
Yes.
Okay, LeBron James then. What is he, 7 foot tall?
I have
not that tall.
I can check for you.
Okay, now she's going to look up how tall LeBron. But anyway, I will stand toe to toe with LeBron James or Manute Bol or anybody else, because he was really tall. I don't know whatever happened to him. However, and I'm little.
6'9", by the way.
He's 6'9". He is almost 7 feet. So.
Dang! Whoa! Yeah, I didn't even think about what I just.
He's pretty tall. And I'll take my little 5 feet, and I'll challenge him to a duel. Okay. I can move fast in certain circles. He just has to take a couple of steps. That's all. Oh, this pizza smells. Oh, it smells incredible. And you have a nice little salad. Oh, speaking of, beautiful sister, can we get some salad? I forgot all about that. I bought the fixings for the salad. Child, it gets so late this time of night until it's like all I want to do is sit in front of my computer and nod off, because that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I ain't going to even lie to y'all and tell you I'm going to go eat this food and get in the bed. I never do that.
At least you know.
Okay, I'm telling the truth. Yes, I am. Okay, we're down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and we did 30 minutes on this, right? Yep. So we did 5 minutes for the pre-cook, and then we did
35 minutes total.
We did 35 minutes total. So we pre-cooked our crust, which I showed you guys, and I think that's probably going to be the deciding factor. I really do. It looks like it rolls. It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful.
To brown it.
Yes. So this is what, right.
So we may add a little more time.
We're going to add a little more time for browning, because they said anywhere to like 45 minutes, to be totally truthful. Okay. And it's going to depend on your stove, because you can actually cook this if you want to cook it faster on 500. I was kind of leery of doing 500. I may have done 450. 500, I don't know about that. Maybe you want to take it up to 450?
I can do that.
She's going to take it up to 450 the last week, because we're going to do, another 5-10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do another 10 minutes, taking it up to 450, because like I said, when you're dealing with a thicker crust, the thicker the crust, the longer the cooking time. So we want to make sure that we're not eating dough uncooked. We don't want that. We don't want any of that. No, we don't. Okay. So Okay, what did you say? Minute. Oh, you said Manu Ball died back in 2010. Really? Because he was really, really, really tall. He was really tall. Wow. Vote to Love. How did that happen? How old was he? Vovo to Love is my pricer for my food. Can tell me about any song. Vovo to Love is very knowledgeable. Vovo to Love is like a walking Wikipedia. I said I wasn't gonna drink no more. It's so addictive. It's so good. You know, it really is. But like I said, for me, and I can only explain it just like this. My partner is my ride or die. Like I said, we don't always see eye to eye, but at the end of the day, he's my person. I want that for all of you if that's what you want for yourself. But I want you to know that it ain't going to be no easy road, okay? You have to make it happen. And that means you're going to have to work at it. And that means the two of you will have to work at it. And it may be not at the same pace, but you will have to do that, okay? And you will make beautiful memories. And you'll make some sad memories. But they will be solidified together, okay? And you won't have to be in that game alone. I always, like I said, there's always a song for everything. I'm here to tell you. And so they got on me the last time when I was talking about Luther Vandross's I'd Rather. But the song is really great because in the song, he thought that the grass is greener on the other side because they had been in this long-term relationship. And I guess he was going through his midlife crisis. Okay, and thought he was going to step on girlfriend. And girlfriend said, hey, you better not do that. You're going to regret it. And he did it anyway. And he took his little tail on out there and he saw that what he had at home was what he needed. Okay, and even though he had another relationship and they were separate, it was like playing a game. And he was playing pretend because what he needed all along was what he had left. So then he come crawling back, singing about how he'd rather have hard times with this person than good times with someone else. He'd rather be beside them in a storm than safe and warm by himself. He'd rather have hard times together than easier apart. He'd rather have the one that holds his heart. Well, okay, I get it. I love Luther, and yes, that's a great sentiment. But the bottom line is this. You done took your little tacky tail up. Exactly. You done took your tacky tail up out of here because you done got bored. You should have got a hobby. How about that? You should have got a YouTube station and you wouldn't have time to be bored. How about that? Okay. Be productive in these relationships. Don't always think a lot of people are always seeking that first thrill feeling. And you can have that first thrill feeling as many times as you want. You know how many times you can reinvent your relationship and refresh it and do all those things, just like I say, reboot. Okay, reboot. Do not throw it out. Okay, reboot. Repurpose. Do what you need to do in order to keep that fuel going. You know, it's not always getting a new pair of shoes is not always the best solution. Sometimes the new shoes hurt. Sometimes the new shoes ain't giving what you need them to give. Okay, so you need to think about those things before you make these compulsive decisions. Okay, let's see what we got. We got 14 seconds. It is ringing. Okay, you can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Okay. Oh, wow. See, turning up the fire to 450 has gotten this. It's beautiful. We're going to get the thermometer and see what we got going on. Okay. It's a beautiful sight to see. Is it brown?
Yeah, brown. It's real brown.
Oh, it's real brown. Okay.
Perfect brown.
Let's get that up there. See, I'm not afraid of the heat. Okay. I look in your eyes and I can see love so dangerously. You're not trusting your heart to anyone. You did what?
Am I looking for a specific temperature?
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for the temperature to say done. Pull that thing out. Is it? Didn't you stick to it?
It's just cheese.
Okay, yeah, for just the cheese, but you don't feel any soft dough.
No.
Okay, so let me get up over here. Let me just turn this because I need y'all to see this. This is beautiful. I'm gonna try to pick it up because she don't like me to touch the hot pot. I told her I am not going to burn myself. Okay. Oh, this is boy, man. I should have put some spinach on there, y'all. We're gonna brush this now with some herb butter, and then we're gonna cover it for a minute. Look at that. Is that not? I can see it.
Okay.
Okay, can y'all see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Is that not a masterpiece of what?
Beautiful.
Honey, use your cast iron skillet, I tell you. Let's brush this with a little bit of herb butter. Okay. Let's get that off of here. Put that over here. And then we're going to put some more foil on there. You can finish making the salad. I'm going to brush it with the herb butter. Okay. And I'm going to get my little spatula. What I do with it? Is the spatula in the dishwasher?
What kind of
You know, the little rubbery spatula. Is that over there? And I'm using my spatula because when I used that little brush was crying. Okay, so I'm still waiting for my plastic brush that that won't shred. So let me bring this over here because I'm going to bring that cast iron skillet and put it over here and I'm going to brush it. So let me move this out of the way. Okay, like that. Let me bring this over here. Keep that heat over here. And let me get this pan. Okay. That is magnificent. I can't wait. Okay, so I'm brush it with the butter. Just a little bit. Okay, so you just take a little bit, just like this. Okay, and I'm just going around the edges. Yeah, that's pretty. That's gonna be nice. And I'm gonna put the foil on it for a couple of seconds because what it will do is you still will have your crisp, but it will help just give it a little bit more. Try a little tenderness. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Woo. That's gonna be nice. Okay. That smells. Oh man, this smells so good. Okay, so I'm gonna just let that drizzle. I'm gonna let that kind of marinate and drizzle all up in there, all up in these here parts. That is, and like I said, herb butter and stuff like that is optional. But I'm here to tell you, you might want to try this. We keep some in our fridge all the time. There wasn't anything in there this weekend because they use it throughout the week for stuff. But we always make some up. This is my new love. Okay, so I got that on there. Let me move this over. Let me grab the foil. Excuse me. Let me get some foil. Okay, there you go. Perfect. I'm going to put a piece of foil over here while she's making the salad. We're going to grab us some plates. Oh, let me just put a little piece of foil over there. Just going to cover that up. And I guess 2 pieces because this skillet is pretty big. I forgot it was a 12-inch. This is the second time I have used this skillet in a long time. Okay, when I fried that chicken up, I used it. And it was quite successful. And see, what's happening is I'm starting to use this thing and I don't want to use other pots because it really does the trick. And let me get this put away. I'm going to get some plates. The salad should almost be ready.
Yep.
And then we'll be ready to cut this. And we're going to see what we see. And you can get that back over there. I'm going to put this over here. Stick that here. Get this over here. All right. And I want to find a nice, we have I don't see it.
Oh, what?
Our pizza
Cutter.
Okay, it's in there. Okay, so I'm going to get this too because I like this. Oh, maybe I'll use this one. My little scooper here. My little, gonna get that out. Yeah. We're going to put it right over here, Corey.
All right.
Because my pan is over there.
Here you go.
Okay. Let me bring this over. That's still hot. Yeah. Okay, that's good. So we got our little pizza cutter. And you can use a knife if that's what you have. Okay.
I'm putting the cheese in.
I'm going to move this over. Your salad is ready?
Yeah, I'm putting the cheese in.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, I'm gonna sing a 5-second song, and then, and then I'm gonna take because I want this to kind of penetrate me. So, as I was saying, through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. Yes, that's how deep it goes. Or we can even go further. I love the Bee Gees. Okay, I don't know if you know about that. Okay, but they were really, really good. And they had a song called How Deep Is Your Love? And I can't remember the rest of it. Anybody remember the rest of the song? Let me know. But it just goes so deep. Yes, it really does. Okay.
Anything else you want me to add?
Okay, that's great. So just toss it. Oh, a little bit of that black pepper on top. See how fast that was? So let's see.
Cracked or the regular?
The crack. Ooh, child. Oh, this is oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all. Don't go into that pizza parlor. Okay, listen. I'll be telling y'all this stuff all day long. I am gonna tell you. And I am telling you, start cooking stuff at home, please. Whoa! That is
so pretty.
That is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Can you bring that computer over here so they can? Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. This is better than I thought it was ever gonna be. Can y'all see that?
Came out perfect. And
I don't know if y'all can see it. Give me some hearts, y'all. Let me know what you think. Okay. Give me my camera. I mean my camera, my phone. Okay, put that back. I'm taking a picture of this. I love it. This is beautiful. My phone is right there, Corey. I'm gonna take a picture of this and then I'm gonna cut it. This is that's pretty. And I'm gonna tell you that butter. Yeah. Okay, let me take a little picture of this. I know this is not professional, but that is I just gotta have that for my prosperity. Capture. And capture. Okay, love it. So we're gonna cut this up. Let me plate it up.
Should I go get the grill?
Yeah, you want to get the grill, master. Okay, move that over. That smells good. Shoot. Okay, you get that out the way. I don't know how deep your love is for your partner, but my love about to be real deep for this here. I'm here to tell y'all. Okay, so let's see. Let's see if it cuts as well as it looks. Okay, so I'm going to be very careful. So I want to get a nice little piece, and it's going down to the bottom. It's going through the layers, and it's piping hot. Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm wondering if I should have took it out and put it on a cutting board. Okay, let's see what we got. Let me see how I'm going to do this. Okay, let me try this.
Where's your little pie thing?
Yeah, it is. I'm going to lift it out, but I got to cut it first.
Okay.
The pie thing is over there.
Okay.
What it is, I'm having some issue with like the very edge of the crust because of the way that the pan is in the way. I probably should have used a smaller pizza cutter. Okay. But we're going to find out because I want it to come out of here without making a big mess. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to get through here. Because when I get ready to lift it out, y'all, I don't want it to make a mess. I want it to be nice. Let me get some paper towels. Okay, I'll get that because I don't want to lean this on this naked thing. And let's see if we can get it out. It's always that first piece. The first piece is always the one that want to give you grief. Okay, see, it didn't cut all the way, so I need a knife. I need a sharp knife because at first it didn't cut all the way. Okay, because this pizza cutter is, I have a smaller pizza cutter, but I went for the big one because this pan is so tall. So I just want to cut the edge of this so I can get it through. Okay, just like that. Perfect. Okay. And let me turn it around. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same over here. And that crust is doing the same thing. I'm gonna make sure it gets through here. Just like that. Okay. Okay, got it. Let's see if we can get it out. Okay, that's perfect. And I cut a big old hunk of burning love. Okay, got. Ooh, look at this.
Look at this.
I got stuff hanging off of here. Look at the cheese. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. The cheese is. Yeah, you can bring it here. The cheese is just hanging off. That is fantastic right there. That's good. Okay, so I don't know. Can you still see me? Oh, you can. Okay, good. Okay, fantastic. Because you know this thing been going out. So let me put the pizza here. Let me put a little bit of salad on here. Where's our salad? Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of salad on the plate. Okay, just like that. Oh, we have some beautiful tomatoes. Can you get those tomatoes? Because your dad likes tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes in my salad. Okay. And Corey doesn't like tomatoes, but Grill Master loves tomatoes, y'all. He'll eat them by themselves. I got a little bit of this pizza on my hands, so I had to wipe it off. Now I'm going to get a knife and fork. See, I'm going to give this to Corey. Corey can get his special fork, and he can taste this pizza. He's going to get some salad dressing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So get that and get a little salad dressing. I'm going to cut the other pieces. It is really, really hot. Okay. And I think I'm going to just use my knife because it's just coming. But this crust is really, really nice. So let me just cut that just like that. And I'm going to use my sharp knife. Okay, that's good. Okay, put this over here. Let me and I'm going to finish it off up. Okay.
Here, you wanted some of these?
Yeah, that's going to be for your father. So we can put that.
I'll just put it on the plate.
Okay, and I'm just trying to get this through.
Delicious down here.
Okay. Okay. Let me make sure this is separate. Yes, just those little. Oh, shoot. I got the cheese coming off of your stuff. It's just coming. Lord. Oh my
Lord,
goodness.
cheesy.
Look at
cheesy.
that. Give me a plate. Give me a plate. Oh
cheesy,
my goodness.
Weezy.
This can't even look cute because it just got the cheese coming out and the meat and all that good stuff like that there. I am here to tell y'all. Okay, let me get this because I'm going to put this on his salad. Okay, move that over to that over a little bit. No, the pizza. I got to have some space for the salad. Okay, put that on here, just like that. He got him, and he has a little multicolored tomatoes. They have all these different kinds of tomatoes, and I thought they were really cute. Okay, give Dad a fork and a knife.
I see the plate.
Okay.
Nice plate.
Corey, did you taste it and let them know?
I have not tasted
Okay, he went and left and fixed the computer child and tell him.
That looked delicious.
I'm going to have to stand over here.
Wow.
Okay, let me move out the way.
Domino pizza.
No more.
Okay. The Domino's can't touch this.
Who else is John Pizza? Y'all don't know this.
John.
Okay, don't start naming stuff, honey.
Yeah, Papa John, y'all don't know this.
No, I'm going to commit a crime right now by actually eating it with the fork.
Mm.
Because this is a deep dish. I'm afraid to pick it up with my hands.
Oh, man.
Look at this, all these toppings and everything.
All these little local pizza joints, they don't know this. I'm calling them right now.
Look at the cheese pull. You guys see the cheese pull? Come on now.
Hit him, Corey.
This right here.
See, this is knife and fork worthy here. This stuff, because it's just cheesy and gooey and all those things. And look at the layers, how deep it goes, and that's how your relationship.
How deep is your love?
Oh my goodness!
This right here. What can I tell you?
You're gonna eat this and if you
It's
want to,
delicious.
we'll be talking about your stuff.
There are so many different
Oh,
like toppings that come together so amazingly. It's like just a flavor harmony in your mouth. It is absolutely delicious. The crust isn't, too tough. It's not too, it's not soggy or anything. It's perfect. And the cheese. The cheese.
Oh man, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Look, I might just have to eat this with my hands now.
It's in the stack.
That is amazing.
I can't even pick that. Hold on.
Absolutely delicious.
I'm gonna use this fork.
You guys need to actually just
Get in there and
get in there and cook. Get in there and cook.
Yeah, get in here. You heard him. Get in here and cook. Here to tell you, I'm not blowing smoke.
Ain't no smoke over here, baby. Smoke is
I'm
delicious.
about to taste mine now.
We'll see.
I'm gonna bring it back a little.
Okay, I'm gonna get a little salad.
So I got a little salad on my bag.
I'm sorry, darling. Do we have any ranch dressing?
This is ranch.
It is.
Mm-hmm. This is ranch. Okay, put a little bit of that. Okay. All I hear is Can I hear some descriptions? Can I hear some descriptions? We're not cave people.
I'm trying.
She's trying to find the words.
There you go.
The crust is chewy, but has a crunch on the outside, a
A
crispiness.
knife and a fork and be civilized.
I like the flavor. I have a fork.
Okay.
The flavor of all the toppings and the sauce are just, they work so well together. It's delicious. It's not too spicy. It's nice and sweet, tangy mixture. All the vegetables still have a nice texture to them as well. They didn't get all mushy. And the cheese is, as we already discussed, the cheese is just ridiculously just delicious. It's
You
just
already know.
gooey.
And she's eating it with her fingers.
I'm eating it with it, whatever I can pick it up with. But I love this. This crust is on point.
And how does it taste with the herb butter? That's what I'm saying.
It's delicious. It's like having a little garlic bread with it. It's delicious. Fantastic. I would do it. I would absolutely do this again.
Okay, so here's my plate, guys. Okay, and I hope you can see. Ain't that $1 million piece of look? I want y'all to see the layers, the thickness of that pizza and all of these toppings. And you can just have cheese if you want, if that's what you prefer. But I'm here to tell you, I say, hey, the sky's the limits. Do your layers. I'm gonna taste this. I'm going to be civilized, guys. And I'm going to cut through this wonderful crust that has a nice crisp on the bottom. It's soft in the middle, but not uncooked. So let me just pull this just like that. I'm going to bring it closer. That's what we're talking about. I'm going to put this in my mouth.
You don't know, you better ask somebody.
That's good. I'm really good.
Let me go to Domino's right now.
I don't know why he keeps saying Domino's. Domino's can't touch this.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know why he even put them in the running.
Can't touch this.
That's really good. This is delicious. It's easy. Like I said, you can put whatever you want on here. And even though it's easy, it is very complex. Hello, my sister. It is very complex, just like relationships oftentimes are. But that doesn't mean you throw in the towel. That doesn't mean that you don't take the time to go deep in these layers. And I'm going to tell you guys, at the end game, if it's what you want, it's worth all the effort. So say to yourself, do some self-exploration. How deep is your love? I can tell you this, mine goes deeper than the river, deeper than the equator, deeper than I can explain. Okay? And it goes deep for you guys too. I wish all of you, whether it is a relationship with someone else or a relationship growing yourself, I hope you all find your rhythm and you dance. And I want you to like this. Like. 8 people, got 7. I need 8. Okay. Oh, I'm moving my food. I'm still talking, but in my drawer like a chipmunk. Okay. I want you to leave a comment. Rewatch this. We're gonna clean it up, make it a little bit simpler so y'all can get to all you Speedy Gonzalez peoples that don't want to hear all of the tether. But I want to leave some comments because I will read it. I want to know what you think. Okay. And for my people who are already subscribed, I keep telling y'all turn these notifications on. Y'all think I'm playing, okay? If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe, because I got so much live to show you. I don't only do lives. I have long form content. I have all kinds of stuff. Hey, you can find a lot, whatever you want on my network, the Flavor House Network. In the meantime, y'all know what I wish you? I wish you some love, some peace, and great relationships. Yes, I do. I'm going to see y'all next week. I promise. I'm about to eat this stuff. Bye-bye.